Dr. Angela McBurney of DoctorFlute.com, and today I'm comparing 5 different head joints. And I want you to listen to them, and you decide which one you think is the best one. I will be comparing 2 Burkarts, 2 song head joints, and 1 Nagahara head joint. And 1 Burkart head joint is gold, whereas the others all have more silver than they do gold. All right, so the first head joint I have is a song head joint. And I hadn't heard of song before this last convention that I went to. And I tried a couple of his head joints and I really liked them. They were at Flute World, and so that I had them sent to me. I do like this engraved lip plate, and yes, it is really pretty, but it's also for no slippage. And if you've ever played when you're really nervous and you have a lot of moisture right here in your lip plate, or I've been played where in an orchestra where it was very hot and the air conditioning had broken down. So we were on stage with the hot lights shining on you, and there wasn't any air conditioning, and it was summertime. And this lip plate slid around a lot. So this is also, while it's beautiful, it is also to help you in those type of situations not to slip on your lip. This particular song head joint has 14 karat lip plate, riser, and crown. So it's giving you 3 places to have this gold. Now, I'm going to play 2 different spots. One is in the American Suite by Bruce Stark because it gives me some tonguing in the low register. And the other is Ferroud Bergère Captive in the first movement, just a little bit of the opening because it's more melodic and I can hear the sound. Now, as I get each head joint, I want to play around a little bit because the way that the air is cut here, I need to find the sound of each head joint. If you use your same embouchure and you just put up each head joint as they are, you might never find the absolute best one because you haven't experimented with the angle of the air here to find the head joint's sound. So that's faster, that's tonguing. I'm listening for the response. How fast is that low register and the clarity of the sound. Now let me do more melodic. All right, so that's the first head joint. I'm going to try the other one and see what I think about that one. I'm going to go for the second song head joint next. All right, now it is head joint number 2, and this is another song head joint. This particular head joint has a 14 karat riser. Otherwise, it is solid silver all the way down. This has a most gorgeous engraving here, and the little petals at the very edge of your lip plate have little stones in them. Makes it just really gorgeous head joint. You also have one on the tip here. This is a song, remember that? And let me see if I can find the sound. So I'll start with the American Suite and then move over to the Ferroud. One thing I noticed right away is that the response time is a little bit faster on this particular head joint. I think that this cut here gives me a little bit less resistance and a little faster response. Now let me play the Captive, more melodic sound. All right, so that is the second song head joint that is silver with a 14 karat riser. Let's try head joint number 3. Head joint number 3 is a Burkart head joint. This has a 10 karat body, and then it's a silver lip plate and riser. This is very interesting head joint. Let's find the tone of this one. Definitely a totally different sound from the others. Here's some Ferroud. I can definitely hear the sweeter sound of the gold. I feel a little bit of resistance there, but not too much because of the silver lip plate. And I feel like the silver lip plate brightens up the darker gold sound. I kind of like that combination, but I'm not totally sold. You'll have to tell me what you think about it. On to the next. All right, this is number 4, and this is a Lillian Burkart head joint. And it is solid silver, but the riser is platinum. So that's where the change of metal is, of course, where your air hits first, and that's going to give it a totally different sound from the other ones that I've been playing. Let me find the tone. All right, and a little Ferroud. It's amazing that each one of these head joints, to me, feels and sounds so different. Something to think about for you when you're looking for a head joint is that each one adds a different weight to my flute, and it's a little bit more than I was expecting. So if you have at all hand problems or weight is an issue, you want to think about that and what style of head joint you get to make sure that it's not too heavy. Because they all are a little bit heavier than I think my head joint is, except for the solid silver song. That one was pretty light. This one is definitely heavier. All right, on to number 5. This is number 5, and it is a Nagahara head joint. It's silver the whole thing is silver, except it has a 22 karat gold riser. All right, let me find the tone. All right, that is all 5 different head joints that I have here with me. Now the price range is from about $3,000 to a little over $5,000. So that's the price range. One of them is pre-owned, so it's not brand new. So the price is probably a little bit lower because of that. So they're all within a couple $1,000s of each other. And of course, generally, the more gold you have, the more expensive it is. Although the one with the gold tube was less expensive than the one with the gold lip plate, crown, and riser. So you want to look at those prices too and see what fits your price range. But for me, I want you to tell me, what did you think sounded the best for my flute? And it's also my flute body. Which one works best and gave me sort of the tone that's a little bit different. I'm looking for something maybe a little bit bigger, and I like having a little bit of an edge to that sound. So what do you think? Tell me in the comments below. I'd love to hear what your comments are. And meanwhile, I'm going to have fun still fooling around with all 5 of these different head joints because it is a blast, let me tell you. Enjoy. Let me know what you think. If you like today's video, press the like button, subscribe, comment below, and share it with your friends.